Wow, I am standing in the middle of where my office used to be, the first company that I started when I left the TV station. And I moved into this office space that is right here at 201 West Capitol. And when we moved into the space, I know we had about 5,000 square feet, and I had no employees. It was just me. And I just knew that with what I had built at the TV station, that I could build the same thing for myself. So I left the station and I started right here at 201 West Capitol. Right now, this space is a Marriott boutique hotel called AC Hotel. And it is beautiful on the inside. This is where you would come through the front door, and right behind me is where my assistant used to sit. Her name was Rachel. Now I am walking how I used to walk back to my office. Rachel's desk used to be right about here, and then we would come into the back and go up the stairs to my office. And so this is actually where my office used to be on top of. So I had a studio back here, and this area right here that is wide open right now, this wide open area, when we got the building, it was wide open like this. But what I did was I wanted to build a studio. So I kept one side office, and then I put up a wall that was right here, and it separated both sides so that we could have office where you walk in over here, and then we can have the studio over here. And in the back here, that is where the studio control room and everything was. And then back here was where we had the conference room. Wow, I have some stories about that conference room. This is where my first office used to be. I decided to test out the rooms upstairs. My office used to be upstairs. So this is where I received my very first investment of $134,000. One of the biggest lessons that I learned was not to put money in someone else's property. So if you look at the records of this space, you'll see that Robinson Studios did initial renovations in this building before the hotel did. Now, with an investment, I built the wall for the studio and did a lot of other things on the property that we eventually did not stay in. We didn't own the property. Now this property is a really nice hotel. And the work that we did, the $40,000 or so that we put in building a wall there, it didn't matter, it's gone. We didn't stay in the building, and the occupants did not keep the wall. So I kind of learned a few lessons along the way, and one of those, one big one, came right here in this space, and that is, don't put a lot of money in property you do not own. This is where my first office used to be.